Ibrahim alayhi salam and the idols. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was a very special prophet chosen by Allah to teach and guide people to worship Allah alone. He grew up in a community of people who have forgotten about Allah and had started to worship idols instead. Ibrahim alayhi salam knew that this was wrong. An idol cannot see, eat, hear or speak. It cannot help or harm anything at all. Ibrahim alayhi salam knew that worshipping idols is not something that would make Allah happy. So he set about trying to tell his people that what they were doing was wrong. One day, when all the people in the village went away for a festival, Ibrahim alayhi salam stayed behind to teach the people an important lesson. Ibrahim alayhi salam picked up an axe. He went to the area where all the idols were kept and smashed the idols with the axe. When he came to the very last idol, Ibrahim alayhi salam stopped. He hung the axe around the neck of the biggest idol and walked away. Calmly and cleverly, Ibrahim alayhi salam suggested people should ask the biggest idol for answers. Of course, Ibrahim alayhi salam knew that idols were made of stone and could not speak, but he wanted his people to realize the same thing. If an idol cannot see or speak, then it certainly could not be God. This is how Ibrahim alayhi salam tried to teach his people to worship Allah alone and that He alone can be the Creator. The people of the town were angry and refused to listen to Ibrahim alayhi salam despite his wisdom. They wanted to punish Ibrahim alayhi salam for what he had done. So they sentenced him to burn alive. The villagers gathered together in a big pile of wood and set it on fire. The flames went higher and higher until it reached the sky. The villagers then threw Ibrahim alayhi salam into the flames. But fire is also Allah's slave. Allah ordered the fire to be cool and the fire obeyed. Miraculously, Ibrahim alayhi salam was kept safe even in the middle of the burning flames. The villagers were amazed, but still they did not heed Ibrahim alayhi salam's advice. Ibrahim alayhi salam and Isma'eel alayhi salam. After years of preaching by Ibrahim alayhi salam, his people still refused to leave their idols. The few people who believed in Allah include Ibrahim alayhi salam's wife Sarah and his nephew Lut alayhi salam, who was also a prophet of Allah. After being rejected by his people, Ibrahim alayhi salam was asked by Allah to make hijrah for the blessed land of Palestine to the city of Jerusalem, which was known as Al-Quds. Ibrahim alayhi salam obeyed Allah and made Jerusalem his new home. All the while, he continued calling people to worship Allah alone. When Ibrahim alayhi salam was an old man, he married Hajar and they had a son called Isma'eel. When Isma'eel was a young boy, Ibrahim alayhi salam saw a dream in which he was sacrificing his beautiful son Isma'eel. Ibrahim alayhi salam knew that Allah was sending him a message to sacrifice his child Isma'eel. Isma'eel was very special to his father, but Ibrahim alayhi salam realized that this was a test from Allah. If Ibrahim alayhi salam loved Allah more than anything else in the world, then he would obey him. Ibrahim alayhi salam told Isma'eel about the dream. Isma'eel, whom Allah would also bless with prophethood, was a wise child who loved Allah dearly. Isma'eel said that he was happy as long as his father followed Allah's commandments and agreed for his father to sacrifice him. Allah is merciful. Both Ibrahim and Isma'eel had passed Allah's test by showing that they both loved him more than anything else. Miraculously, just as Ibrahim ﷺ was about to sacrifice his son, Allah replaced the boy with a sheep. Isma'eel was saved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not test us in the same ways as He tested His prophets. But every year on Eid al-Adha, we sacrifice an animal for Allah. This is to remember and honor Ibrahim ﷺ's readiness to sacrifice his most beloved son out of love and obedience to Allah.